Living each day involves recognizing that the creator of your reality lies within you. The belief is not in a predetermined destiny, but rather in the power you hold to shape your life's journey through self-exploration. Every choice, be it monumental or seemingly trivial, contributes to the roadmap of your future. The conviction that our experiences, the people we encounter, and the circumstances that unfold are outcomes of a continuous process of attraction stands strong. It's about the vibrations we emit into the world and the decisions shaped by a blend of logic and emotions. Fundamentally, we are creators. Assuming complete responsibility for success or failure sustains the momentum and motivation required in everyday pursuits. This constant reminder centers around tapping into intuitive guidance, allowing the heart's desires to be the driving force. Trusting gut feelings becomes paramount, rooted in the understanding that intuition is a reliable compass. Here's the key: the choice is always yours. As a co-creator of your reality, maintaining a clear mind becomes imperative. It enables you to dedicate unwavering attention to the desires and needs that resonate within your heart and create quantum events in your life. To understand how our attention influences the version of reality that manifests, we need to understand the mechanics of energy flow. Whenever we feel stuck in life, encounter similar situations repeatedly, or attract the same relationships, it is important to recognize where the energy is getting stuck. Energy needs to flow freely, and when it is unable to do so, it becomes stagnant. This stagnation results in the same circumstances repeating themselves. Do you know that where we focus our attention determines the flow of our energy? It's true. Our attention has two main types: polar and non-polar. Polar attention attracts and repels reality, while non-polar attention is neutral and dissolves reality. Let me explain it further. Imagine that we have two types of polar attention: positive and negative attention. When we think positively about something, we attract more of what we love. And when we think negatively, we attract more of what we hate. It's like a magnet. The positive end attracts, while the negative end repels. Therefore, we need to be mindful of where we direct our attention, as it has a significant impact on our lives. By focusing on positivity and what we want to attract, we can manifest more of it in our lives. So let's shift our attention to the good things and watch the energy flow in the right direction. Throughout our lives, we humans have been conditioned to operate in a state of fear and survival, as it has become an integral part of our biology. Our primal instinct is to eliminate and avoid any potential threat to our survival. And this conditioning has led us to live in a mode of protection, avoiding conflict and risk. Consequently, this tendency has been instrumental in shaping our perception of the world around us. When it comes to relationships, individuals often find themselves in the same types of relationships repeatedly due to their inability to let go of past traumas. Instead of focusing on building new healthy relationships, individuals become fixated on avoiding past negative experiences. This fixation often leads to the attraction of the same type of partner, creating a cycle of negative relationships. To break this cycle, individuals must learn to process their past traumas correctly. This is where neutral or non-polar attention comes into play. Attention can be broken down into two categories: positive and negative. While it may seem like life responds better to positive attention, it responds to the content of our attention, regardless of whether it is positive or negative. For example, if we face a challenge at work, we can choose to perceive it positively and see it as an opportunity for growth. In this case, we'll attract the energy and reality that reflects our positive attitude. However, if we view the same situation negatively, we'll attract negative energy. It is important to note that our mind perceives content as positive or negative based on how we feel. When we feel positively, our mind perceives the content as positive. And when we feel negatively, our mind perceives the content as negative. If we are in a state of fear, our mind will immediately start generating negative thoughts, which in turn causes those thoughts to manifest. This is why it is essential to ensure that there is a correspondence between the heart and mind. When you feel something negative in your heart, the mind will immediately start generating negative thoughts, leading to negative outcomes. When we perceive something with non-polar neutral attention, it enters our life and passes. It has no power over us. For example, in an unpleasant situation, you can simply look at it and accept it. There's neither positivity nor negativity towards it. You would continue on the same life path as before. Nothing would change. The situation would just dissolve. In order to create the reality we want, it is important to understand how our attention affects the manifestation of our desires. Most people tend to resist their past traumas and fears by giving them negative attention. However, this only strengthens and prolongs the negative experiences. To create the reality we desire, we need to combine polar and non-polar attention. This requires 3 main steps. The first step is acceptance, which is the antidote to resistance. When we accept a situation, we cannot be in resistance to it. Acceptance dissipates the energy we devote to negative attention and redirects our energy towards positive manifestations. We must understand that we are not accumulating energy, but redirecting it. Our goals want to manifest. We just need to get out of the way for them to come into existence. This starts with total acceptance of the current situation, no matter how negative it may be. By accepting the worst-case scenario, we stop feeding it with the energy of resistance. We can then shift our focus towards neutral attention, which is essential for manifesting our desires. It is crucial to understand that the choice of how to perceive a situation is 100% ours. By accepting and redirecting our attention towards positive manifestations, we can create the reality we desire. In order to bring about any change in our lives, we must first accept the present moment in its entirety. The present is always in a state of flux and cannot be changed, no matter how hard we try. When we attempt to grasp it, it has already become the past. Our power lies in choosing what we want in the next moment. We often deceive ourselves into thinking that if something goes wrong, we have failed. We become attached and identify with our actions. To reduce the importance of setbacks, we must accept the worst-case scenario completely. Once that is done, we should focus on how the unfavorable event could be a hidden opportunity. Every event that occurs in our life is neutral, and it is our attention that gives it a positive, negative, or neutral meaning. We have the power to transform any situation into an opportunity for growth and development. This is known as blessings in disguise, where a seemingly negative event can actually be a safeguard against a potentially harmful outcome. To achieve this, we must first accept the reality of the situation and then redirect our attention towards positive outcomes. The more we practice this, the more we can master our attention and the more unstoppable we become in shaping our reality. Attention is the most powerful tool we have as co-creators of our reality. By directing our attention effectively, we can manifest the life we desire. This three-step method of acceptance, redirection, and choice can completely transform our lives for the better. It is important to note that resisting our emotions or attempting to suppress them can be counterproductive. Instead, we should allow ourselves to feel our emotions fully and then redirect our attention towards positive outcomes. With practice and persistence, this process can become a powerful tool for creating a fulfilling and happy life. You are releasing energy that was previously wasted on resistance. You are using your attention effectively to create the reality you want. Remember, accepting the present reality is not resigning yourself to defeat, but recognizing it. It is in this space of acceptance that our vision becomes clearer, and the journey to what we want reveals itself. When we embrace the worst-case scenario, we release the energy that was previously wasted fighting against it. That's when our attention becomes the driving force for change. We redirect our focus to what we want, and reality reconfigures itself in response. As co-creators of our own reality, we are endowed with the ability to choose our path, shape our experiences, and define our destinies. The true transformation begins when we choose to direct our attention to what really matters in our lives. Move forward with confidence and purpose, for you are the architect of your own destiny. Thank you for watching this video with me. If you found it helpful, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. Also, feel free to share this video with your friends and family so they can benefit from it too. And don't forget to leave a comment below telling us what you thought about the video and sharing any experiences you might have had related to the topic. Thank you again for watching and for joining me. Take care, and I hope to see you in the next one.